Anyways, is it going?
Yeah, it's going.
All right. So
this is the beginning of the
Q&A.
Q&A. It's Q&A time, guys.
Yeah. So Liam's gonna ask us some questions, and we're just gonna respond with our thoughts and philosophies and everything else like that.
Yeah. Liam, ask away.
All right, Josiah. So, what does it take to be part of our crew?
What do you mean?
Okay, I won't even say it's a little crew. I think it's just talking and just being able to like come and just connect and like hanging out. So I won't ever say no to a person for hanging out. I'm happy with anybody coming out to hang out. You know, so like
we all just like being strong.
You need to have a passion for this, though, like a burning passion.
Yeah, and as long as you're not doing anything that's gonna like interrupt the vibe, like just hanging out by doing like kind of like stupid things, then I think you'll fit in. You know. Like,
yeah, I
kind of if you come in like a drunken alcoholic, really freaking out.
Yeah, you're
like,
probably not gonna fit in well.
No, like it's just it's just like it won't like match with how everything's going, but. Say you come in, you're very passionate about weightlifting, and you have like a killing drive, and you're always trying to work on stuff. Then yeah.
If you look worse than us, then you can't really be part of the crew though.
No.
I'm just playing. But I met Sawyer through Instagram because I just asked him questions and he replied back.
Yeah.
That's
so
pretty much it.
Like hanging out with like, cause it's not like we're all from the same town. We get together by flying or driving or getting into like expos like this. That's how we meet each other. Yeah. So that's like a big thing. Like if you want to be kind of like part of that, just meeting us is like.
Also, you should also be really good at French kissing because that's what we're into. Oh, sorry,
I wasn't supposed to be in the video.
Sorry, was that the wrong thing?
Yeah,
it's
okay,
sorry,
it's
guys.
okay,
Oh my
buddy.
god.
Oh
god.
Take that part out.
Yeah, please do.
Next question?
Yeah, next
Come
question.
on, Sawyer.
This one's probably just for Josiah, since all of us have the same answer.
Mm-hmm.
Josiah, will you ever compete in the USAPL or USPA?
I'm not really sure what that means.
So
Powerlifting. Will they compete in powerlifting?
So federations of drug tested or non-drug tested. One includes a deadlift bar, the other one's a stiff bar.
Like obviously you're natural, so competing in USAPL is a tested federation. So you'd be competing against other people that are natural.
Mm.
I'd want to do that then.
Yeah.
But you would want to compete in powerlifting?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Well,
That's a question right there.
I'd compete. I will compete one day. That is it.
What are your future goals? I would say within like the next couple of years.
In a couple of years, be
Yeah.
a sponsored athlete, specifically with
Something that
This
rhymes with Bing Shark.
no,
Wow, that
you
was
dumbass.
smart.
Something that rhymes with Windex.
Jen North.
Jen North. I knew you were gonna say
Something that rhymes with trash.
Yeah.
Try in the barrel. Okay, do not
Don't
put
say
that
that,
in. Don't put
dude.
that in. You're gonna do a lot of editing, I'm sorry.
I'm sure we know this one.
I just wanna, for future goals, here's some short-term goals. Whenever I get back, I'm gonna start bulking, and within the next 2 months, I want a 600 deadlift, a 425 squat, and a 315 bench. Those are short-term goals. Before I turn 19, I want a 675 deadlift, I want a 500-pound squat, and I want a 335 bench. And as far as sponsorships, I don't know, whatever happens, happens, but I want to be sponsored by Gymshark.
All I can say to that is wowzers, but I do believe in you, and I think you can do it, brother.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Alright, so who do you think is the hardest working out of the group?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
I know you're gonna say it. I literally know exactly what you're gonna say.
we all-
Me! No, I'm just kidding. We all have our different things.
Yeah.
We all have different goals, so depends.
Yeah, I think it's just because it all depends on what you're looking at. Because
He's a hard worker when it comes to weightlifting, but when it comes to school,
7,000 calories.
well, it comes down to what you're thinking about and what you're good at. What you're like, what are you thinking? You know, because like something that might be easy for me might be hard for Max, let's say, or like anybody. So like me going to the gym, I'm very confident going to the gym, but you can talk to another individual and they are like super afraid of the gym and will never get step foot in and just in that factor of not wanting to ever go. So like that's where it comes to like what makes it easier and what's dedicated, you know? So I think that can be a big thing.
also, Max is in college, so he has to deal with school, and yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot to like time manage, especially to like post YouTube videos and also spend like whatever like.
But he's got that meal card. Am I
Okay,
right?
the meal card does make it a lot easier, even though the food kind of sucks. But
calories are calories.
it is difficult to like post a video a week while also being in college and training at the gym for like 3 hours a day.
Yeah, dude, I respect you a lot for that. Just being able to, like, especially with Ryan Dangler too, being able to have to
That's
obviously,
crazy.
like, push out
There's a ton
content.
of time management. I almost have no free time.
Yeah.
Literally.
So like that's and it depends on like what your whole entire thing is, you know, and like what age you are, like especially like say you don't have a car, that makes it even harder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so like I remember when I had to ride my
Like me.
bike to the gym. Like,
Yeah,
it was
I used to
literally-
ride my bike. Okay,
Dude, I scootered to the gym in literally pouring rain. Like I literally bird scootered to the gym in
for
pouring
my
rain.
first
That's what I
4
had to
months
do.
of lifting, going into I started lifting winter break of my freshman year. I would it would literally be like negative 10 degrees, and I would ride my bike 3 miles to the gym to just
Yeah,
lift
dude.
some weights, dude.
Well, my favorite thing was I would have to ride my bike and I would go as fast as possible, and I would come back just with legs pumped up.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, time to squat.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was a good warm up.
it sucks.
Yeah, literally. I
No,
didn't-
that was the
when I-
whole workout.
Yeah, that was when I didn't even have to put any warm up in. It would be like, okay, just throw plates on.
Yeah, literally everything is warmed up. Your hip flexors, abductors, everything. Dude.
No, that was my leg work. I didn't train legs for like my first year and a half of lifting. I only started training legs a year ago.
Oh,
And now I
that's the
have-
most sad thing I've ever
Now I
heard.
have big legs. See? It's impressive. It's whatever.
those are some.
There's
Those are
I
like
hope
no
this is
fat
good.
on, bro.
I know he's actually really lean.
Yeah.
No, there's like no fat.
Dude, you should put some oil on there. Look like your picture.
Okay, is it what was the other questions?
What supplements do you take, Josiah?
I take. I'm not taking any supplements.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, that sounds
I'm not on
kinda
any
sus, though, dude.
supplements, dude.
Besides tanning oil.
That stuff works, man.
You don't take creatine or protein powder or pre-workout or any of that stuff?
I take pre-workout. I take David Lane Euphoria. That's the only pre-workout I've really taken. I tried Jacked 2, V2,
Did you
for the first time yesterday, yeah.
really?
Do you like it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot, yeah.
I forgot.
Whenever I'm bulking, I haven't been on any supplements, not even
Wait, how
protein
many
powder.
scoops of that Jack did you take?
2.
Okay, you could have taken 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Duty.
I haven't
Dude,
been
the
on any
Edge is pretty
supplements
good,
for
too.
3 months.
Yeah.
But when I am on
Do
supplements,
you want-
I'm
you can
on
scoop
Mass
before you
Gainer
leave.
Okay.
and
Jack.
I'm
I'll give
on
you scoops.
Hell.
Like it.
creatine.
But-
And I drink a gallon of water a day with that creatine, so yeah.
What's your advice for someone that like wants to build a social media or YouTube or just like follow their dreams as like most people want to be like a
Meet
YouTuber?
people. I think connections play a huge role in that, in growing followers. Well, obviously, posting consistently and making original content that people are gonna like is definitely super important.
Yeah.
But then obviously meeting more people that are already bigger than you on social media, us meeting bigger people like Matt Ogres, Chris Lovato, people like that, and all the other Gymshark guys. Meeting them is definitely gonna improve our following a lot because that's gonna be more exposure for us. But I think the most important thing is just making original content that people are gonna like.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to give. Everybody says that, so I'm gonna try to give you guys a piece of advice that nobody really says because, because if you watch any video, that's
So
literally,
average,
that they
Max.
literally will tell you the
Basic.
same thing over and
So
over.
basic.
Well,
and
but people don't do it though. People don't be original.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you need to change the
It's
way.
hard to be original,
So-
dude, if you
so-
look up to
It
someone.
is.
No, okay,
It's-
this is-
pretty sad.
I'll put this in a simpler term. Okay, video and show people who you are. This has
Personality.
Yeah, this is it. Show them what you are, who you are, what you like. Don't be afraid of what things you want to show. So with me, I like to talk about Star Wars because I literally love Star Wars. Star Wars is a big thing for me, so I like to introduce that in there. I like to talk about movies. I like TV shows. I literally love any kind of TVs or anything just like I like movies, Then you go into the persona of you just want to show people what makes you you. A lot of people talk about on videos, find your niche. I don't believe in that thing. Niche, whatever. I don't believe in that thing because then you're putting yourself in one social class. I don't
Yeah.
believe in that. I think you should find you because you know who you are, and video what you are. You know.
But then again, it's hard to portray yourself. Like I can't talk to the camera to save my life. We
But that-
literally practiced for 15 minutes
well,
yesterday.
that's all.
me trying to talk to the camera.
Talking to the camera, that's one thing. But you being able to walk around without the camera
and being
and then
comfortable with yourself.
well, yeah, and then being able to think of things like, oh, I can show people this, or you find a good lighting, you can show people that,
Yeah.
or you're like, oh, I just made this food, oh, I can show this, that, you know. So that's like, and then being able to tell people those thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
And then express yourself on camera, that's a big thing. And then the other big thing is just being consistent. Everybody's talking about consistency of uploading. That is the number one key. Like, if you see Max, he literally will try to upload 2 to 3 times a week. And
I like that. I enjoy it.
I think that's probably the biggest thing on how he's blown up his social media, because even though he has like a lot of 3 or 4 videos with 1 million subscribers, if he literally just let those be and then not do anything, he would not be, I feel like wouldn't have the subscribers.
They wouldn't have the engagement.
Yeah, because you got to constantly be keeping the engagement on the thing. I've been actually personally lacking on that, but as soon as I get back to Minnesota, I'm gonna actually try really hard to post more consistently. You know, I can do that more so with Instagram, but
yeah, it's way easier with Instagram than YouTube.
yeah, but you also want to try multiple different platforms. I'm talking YouTube, Instagram,
totally
TikTok. Think about if you were gonna open up a business, you don't just want one on one location.
You get like sources of like traffic to come in.
You want to come if you want multiple people from many
They
different
build
areas.
on each other. They build on each other.
Yeah, so like I've had people from like different, like Germany and all those, find me off YouTube and then contact me on Instagram. And then I've had people from Instagram find my Instagram and then find my YouTube. You know, it's all about think about having multiple different stores in multiple different areas getting different traction, you know?
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
also
Yeah,
just
I agree
pick up
with that.
700 pounds and thousands of people will follow you.
Very true. Just be impressive.
Yeah, but that's too, okay. But that's too genetically narrowed. You know, you want to have this to the open, broad people. You know, because like Max has 18-some thousand subscribers,
And I'm not like,
But yeah.
to be honest, I'm not like the most impressive lifter. I don't have the most impressive physique or anything, but
it's his personality, being able to
Yeah,
connect with the
that's-
camera.
yeah.
That is what people like. You know, if I'm watching a guy who's a genetic freak, yeah, I might find him entertaining. But if I have nothing in common with him, it's like I'm just watching, and that feels like
right,
the same
exactly.
time.
how you just watch to see him lift, and like you don't actually like feel any connection with him, and you might not like. Eventually, you probably get bored of just watching.
I
him
only
lift,
watch
but-
I only watch lifters who are like 22 and under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Unless
those are only YouTubers I watch.
Yeah, well, and that's probably more so because they can connect because you're
Exactly.
around the same age. If you're watching guys 40, that's depending on if you're just trying to get information or you
Only
just like the
person I watch
right.
above 22 is Matt Does Fitness, and that's because of Luca, and he's like 4. All right, next question.
So Liam was watching some.
I'm watching Devil Pills.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who are your favorite up and coming teen lifters?
Steph Myers, Leighton James. Leighton James weighs is crazy, so yeah, him.
He does have like a literal David Lane waist.
Oh.
I know
Anthony Mantello.
Anthony Mantello.
I fully believe that he's gonna be the youngest IFBB pro. I literally fully believe that.
I don't know if you guys heard of him yet, but James English is pretty good. He squatted 545 the other day.
Mm-hmm. But then Sawyer KLATT came in.
Yeah, Sawyer KLATT
Oh, wait,
squatted
can we say this?
545. We can say this.
When will this video be up though?
It'll be up on like Monday.
Look at that, bro.
In like 3 weeks.
He squatted 545.
Literally my.
How tall are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm just like 6 to 6'1".
Me and Sawyer are pretty much the same height.
Yeah, Max might be just a little bit taller, but I think I'm just a little more wider, just bone structure wise.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
yeah, he weighs a lot more than me, so.
And frame wise, it's just we could be like the same height, but just bone structure we're totally the
Yeah,
opposite.
I feel like that's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like that kind of shows you like how much bone structure like
plays a big role in
plays a
genetics
role.
and
Yeah,
just
it's
physique.
not just height. Like I feel like a lot of people say like, oh, short people are automatically gonna be stronger, like tall people are automatically gonna be sumo, but like it's really not that because bone structure plays a massive role, and obviously like Sawyer is what you're like 215, 220,
Yeah, so yeah.
and I'm 190
Not right
pounds,
now.
so like
Not yet.
it's a 30-pound difference, and like yeah.
So yeah, I'm 6'2"
But
and
Lizzo's
185.
Yeah.
Okay.
Liam Jenkins.
How tall are you? What's your weight?
5'9", and I weigh 100. I weigh 196 pounds.
But Liam Jenkins is a full blown power lifter, like.
Dude, you are strong.
Hi.
Oh, he hit him with a high.
Follow Liam Jenkins.
Boom.
Next question.
What's your favorite snack?
Mike and Ice.
Mike and Ice
Mike
is your
and
favorite
Ice.
snack?
I read his mind. I was like, he's
Yeah.
eating it. It has to be that.
Mike and Ike's are the best. These are all I craved while I was dieting. And chips and queso. I like chips and queso.
Yeah, he literally asked at the meat restaurant tonight if there was queso there.
Well, you have to ask. Everyone was just like, that's a retarded question.
All right, what else is there?
Retarded.
Last question. Last actual
That's a
question.
silly
on there
question.
Is what do you personally think is the hardest part about working out?
That's a good
Staying
question.
consistent.
Well, what does that mean? Like, with working out or uploading or
Eating.
Eating.
I think it's eating for me.
The only thing, staying consistent with prepping your meals and eating and working out. Well, staying consistent with eating, because I can work out any day of the week. It's just the fact of getting all the calories in my system is what is hard for me.
Yeah, mine's somewhat exactly like that, but it's not the eating exactly, it's the prepping of knowing what to eat. You know, so that's why I like to eat the same things every single day, because it makes it easier on me.
Yeah, it definitely does.
But if I don't have that type of schedule and the time changes up, that's where I find it's difficult.
Okay.
Like, even though the meal swipes are nice, sometimes I walk in and there's like roast beef, which is literally the most dry meat, and it's like the
Salty and
least,
nasty.
It's terribly cooked.
We're doing a Q&A.
We're doing a Q&A.
Yeah, you guys can just view for the next few
Yeah.
minutes. But as I was saying, like the roast beef is like really trash at my dining hall, so like that makes it a little more difficult to like eat the same amount of food and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and then sometimes like when you're switching it up, it might not even be the same calories. Like I had it where I didn't eat any veggies for about a whole month, and as soon as I was eating veggies, I think I was either FaceTiming Dom or somebody. I was eating vegetables, and it tasted so good. And it's probably because I deprived my body from actually having any. But it's just like a big thing that can just change. So for me, the hardest thing is being able to meal prep. For you, it's actually eating the food and kind of meal prepping. You know?
Yeah.
For
So
you, food.
Acid reflux.
hold on.
It sucks.
Where I find myself falling short whenever it comes to staying consistent in food is whenever my plans change up. Like, let's say I have to go to work and I can't eat or something, or like, I don't know, the schedule at school changes up. That's whenever I fall short to staying consistent with my meal prepping. That's pretty much it.
I know.
Any more questions?
Can I just add one piece
Yeah.
since I haven't said anything?
Yeah.
At least for me, what I found in, like during this whole prep is losing like immediate motivation. Like sometimes sometimes I kind of dread going to the gym knowing I have to do like a 4x7 or something, and like I lose all my hype.
And especially when all your stuff is at RPE 6.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. That kind of sucks.
I don't think I've ever dread the gym, and the only time I did was when I pulled 700. Like I was getting a little scared
Oh yeah.
because I didn't know
I'm
what
sure
was gonna
that-
happen.
I'm
Like
sure
I was
that'd be
I was a
nerve-wracking.
little scared. I was a little on edge because that was the final video for my free year, and then I kind of had to like just transition to make the switch, and then I was like, it doesn't matter.
That's
So,
exactly what it's with me right now, because I'm just really nervous going into my first competition, so like I get really scared going into the gym, which is
You're gonna
weird.
kill those.
But then as soon as you like make
You're
the
already
switch
gonna
and
do
you
it.
turn it on, you're like, okay, it's go time. Then it's like game over.
Yeah, once I start lifting the weight, I'm fine. It's just like I'm so scared to go to the gym because I know if I fail, I'm gonna be like super pissed at myself.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries make the gym less.
Yeah,
makes
it
you
does.
less
They do.
motivating. Totally.
It's clinically depressing to walk into the gym
Yeah, you have
knowing
nagging
that you could be
injuries.
squatting.
I've had
But
maybe,
you have
like,
to do leg
small,
extensions.
like changes, but not injuries,
Yeah.
which is
Is the question how do you stay motivated?
Yeah.
Right, I can see.
Dom's featuring it
Get
real
it,
quick
get
second.
in.
Alright. Okay,
Just
so
sit down right here.
Sit on my lap.
No, don't sit down.
so I don't believe in motivation after a certain point. I believe motivation turns into discipline, and discipline is way more value than motivation. Because the difference between motivation comes and goes, right? If you have discipline, that stays forever. Being more disciplined is way, way more valuable than being motivated. Like motivating is like, all right, I want to hit a beat, like a PR, like, you know, that's cool. Like people see that, but you know, being disciplined you know, inside and outside of the gym, what the people don't see is way more important than, you know,
I
coming in and
100%
being
agree with
hyped.
that.
So
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
that's what makes the difference between, you know, a great lifter and a champion is
Yeah.
discipline.
Agreed.
And
Yeah.
I completely
Because you could, you know, be having, you know, the best genetics,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you
Like, oh,
Be lazy or
We'll just say you have the best genetics, right? But you don't have the discipline to eat, so you only can pull, let's say 635 or 675. But then you have a new person come in, you know, who's disciplined to
genetics as
sleep.
you.
And eat
Everyone
foods,
knows
and
what
then
you're
squats
talking about.
545 and deadlift 730.
Stop, dude.
and if somebody
Oh.
works
Add
harder
David,
than you,
I'm
they
just
will.
kidding.
Well,
they will
we can
overtake
cut
you.
this. Or put
I
it.
honestly
We're
think,
putting it in. We're
I
putting it
think
in.
my genetics are pretty poop. If I'm being honest, I just always eat my calories.
That is
Yeah.
not true.
You can have you can have the worst genetics out there, but be disciplined, and lift more and look better than someone who's insanely gifted, built for this sport, and they just, if they aren't disciplined, then they won't.
Well, I think I'm the only person here that
Hard
actually.
hard work beats talent, but talent doesn't work hard.
No, it's
What?
when talent doesn't work.
Say the quote.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yes.
It kind of
Yeah.
well, all you guys can eat food and not gain weight, but for me, it's like I eat food and I gain.
Yeah,
You
but
could also
you love food. When we were at that meet thing,
Stop.
you were like, more.
No, he was just
Sheep,
like,
chicken,
he was just like, give me the
bacon.
chicken. You want the blandest,
I hate
most
beef. I
disgusting
hate
meat
beef.
out there.
You're like,
Something's
I want
wrong
it.
with you.
I'm going to have it.
Mashed potatoes.
This is mashed potatoes.
Is it still in focus?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I think that
that's a
sums up
wrap.
everything, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys have not already, subscribe to my channel at Sawyer's KLATT. Max Strazny, right?
Dominic
Yeah, Max
Galena.
Strazny.
Dominic Galena.
STRAZNY.
Max Taylor lifts. Get in here. Come here.
Hey,
No, just
also,
Walk around.
just as a meme, if you want to say anything to Max Taylor, just say Max Taylor and then any adjective you want after Max Taylor.
Max
Yeah.
Taylor.
Or verb.
Max Taylor
Taylor
lifts.
sleeps,
Max Taylor
eats.
bikes.
Fill in the blank.
See ya.
Taylor farts.
That's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for viewing.
And yeah,
Peace out, guys.
see you in the next one.